guide to making money in any market. Tried and true strategies to invest like a pro. As you learn more about whatever you are considering investing in, you are more likely to make better investing decisions. Universal single cell life podcast. Rituals for virtual meeting. Creative ways to engage people and strengthen relationships. This is a small group ritual that can be adjusted to a large group. The three rules for success. Everyone's a crowd manager. This isn't just a US trend on the popular website freelancer.com or Odesk. Most freelancers hail from India and the Philippines, respectively. Legal English. Professional conduct. Professional conduct. Pursue the negotiation in a professional manner. Pursue the negotiation in a courteous manner. Selling real estate services, third-level secret of top producers for brokers, lenders, architects, contractors, attorneys, property managers, and other real estate advisors. By far the best way, by far the best way to win in competition is to delight the clients that you already have. Third-level client satisfaction. Braving the wilderness. The quest for true belonging and the courage to stand alone. I was getting sicker. I finally got so sick that my grandmother told my parents to come back. Strategic business forecasting, a structured approach to shaping the future of your business. Chapter 13, the price of oil. What is today's price for an ounce of gold? The HP Way. How Bill Hewlett and I built our company. Procurement. One unfortunate legacy of the prior administration was the total package procurement plan. Gift, better homes and gardens to make yourself. Completed instruction for creative gift that anyone can make. Personalized gift wrapping ideas. Put the monkey upside down to simplify threading the string through the arms and handles. The power of full engagement, managing energy, not time, is the key to high performance and personal renewal. Work hard, keep your standards high, and never settle for anything less than you are capable of achieving. technique for producing ideas. How it started. He asked if he could see me immediately on a matter of importance. The leadership challenge, how to make the extraordinary things happen in organization. And I was supporting norms of reciprocity by requesting the colleagues count on each other to leverage the strengths of one another to get the work completed efficiently and with quality. 10 steps in writing the research paper include special advice on avoiding plagiarism. You must determine the relevance of each news source to your thesis and then decide how you will read it and what note or information you need to take from. How to talk to anyone. You've heard people say this solution is right on target. Teens talk, chicken soup for the soul. Teens talk, getting in college. 101 true stories from kids who have lived through it. Now, if I wanted to get any financial aid from my top choice school, I was going to have to take them again. I was frustrated and upset. The experiment that challenged human nature, obedience to authority. The student observed that arrogance is not passively accepted by authority, but severely rebuked, and that deference is the only appropriate and comfortable response to authority. Their management myth, debunking modern business philosophy. Although Potter himself wisely avoids forecasting, those who wish to avail themselves of his framework do not have the luxury of doing so, for it is the very purpose of the framework to predict the future outcome of strategic decision. Love match. And that gave Milton and Bossa more time to get to know each other. Do it, marketing. 77 instant action ideas to boost sales, maximize profit, and crush your competition. To invite them to a conversation about exploring a possible fit for your speaker roster next year. The story of you, an Enneagram journey to becoming your true self. They watch your few kids jump off the diving board before deciding whether to get in line. Black Beauty. On market night, he used to stay very late at the inn and then drive home at a gallop. home-style Malay cooking. Place in a mixing bowl and set aside. The mobile web, how mobile intelligence will change everything. In contrast, a key secret of Singapore's success lay in killing corruption from the start, and the straight dealing had also helped the economies of Chile and Botswana. Mercury rising. The astronauts offered no public comment on the end of Mercury redstone. Management in minutes. 200 key concepts explained in an instant. MBO process cycle. Reward employee. Management by objectives. The idea of management by objectives, MBO, became popular in the 1960s. Rising strong. How the ability to reset transforms the way we do, love, parent, and lead. I also don't like to eat after events very often because I'm extremely introverted. Problem solving, practice pages, answer key, word problem skills. How many liters of solution did he pour into each container? The now habit at work. Perform optimally, maintain focus, and ignite motivation in yourself and others. Managing procrastinators and difficult employees. Monkey business. Swinging through the Wall Street to the jungle. They travel to visit the company's operation in between drafting sessions so that they can kick the tires and make sure that the company has a real business. The Zombie Combat Manual, a guide to fighting the living dead. Combat techniques. Because of their significant length and heavier weight, fighting with long-range, destructive weapons requires more strength and skill than fighting at other distance. Mojo, how to get it, how to keep it, how to get it back if you want to lose it. A successful opera singer whose career is essentially a never-ending schedule of never-ending schedule of the rehearsing and the performing for 3 or 4 weeks at a time with a different opera company in a different city around the world. Once told me that when his 2 kids were growing up, his the principal career criterion was to turn down engagement that took him away from home for more than 2 consecutive weeks unless he could bring his family with him. Never-ending schedule of rehearsing. Outliers, the story of success. Why do some people succeed far more than others? Explosively entertaining. These are both brilliant yarns and life lessons here. He was, in the language of the day, a mulatto. He was colored, and all of the fathers from that point on fell into Jamaica's colored class. And in Melbourne, Australia, Charlie, 32, the chef and the co-owner of the wine bar, Clover, recently made bright red gummies with the success principle. If you could only read one book this year, you have it in your hand. The success principle. How to get from where you are to where you want to be. The flowers have made quite a hit with everyone who has worked by my office. Most people want to know exactly what I had to do for such beautiful flowers. I tell them it was all about love. Thanks again. The money makers. How extraordinary managers win in a world turned upside down. 11 myths the breakers for managing your business. Part of Southwest success comes from the far better relations among employees, the unions and the management at the company, relations that were helped by its more aligned CEO salaries. Cow goes moo, moo. Buy it, rented profit. Make money as a landlord in any real estate market. Check payment for points. One click. The problem the bookstore face is a viciously competitive market. Marry him. And would a true Eastern philosophy kind of guy be killing burgers anyway? Why Mars and Venus collide, improving relationships by understanding how men and women cope differently with stress. When he slows down and take more time to listen to a point of view, this conflict can be minimized. Outsmarted your brain. why learning is hard and how you can make it easy. Revisit your list. Revisit your list of goals every 6 months or so. Do they still hold? Do they still hold? Economic indicators. The secrets of hidden clues to future economic trends and investment opportunities. Responses are received by the tens of the month, though some of the data include the period that bridges the current month and the previous one. All told, about half of the 250 questionnaires sent are returned on time. The rules of love. This is about respecting your partner and treating them kindly. As they gain experience as writers, they will move to more and more fiction. Eat, drink, and be healthy. The Harvard Medical School Guide to Healthy Eating. Maintaining a stable, healthy weight. Think and Grow Rich. This book could be worth $1 million to you. These arrangements are not haphazard. The Instant Economist. Everything you need to know about how the economy works. But in the short run, aggregate demand may vary. Change the culture, change the game. The breakthrough strategy for energizing your organization and creating accountability for results. The case for change best practices. Make it real. Make it applicable to your audience. Make it simple and repeatable. Make it convincing. Make it a dialogue. Make it applicable to your audience. PR, creating a PR sensation, whatever your budget, whatever your business. As your own boss, you are free to call yourself a bastard as much as you like, but a status update along the lines of client X is driving me crazy is not a wise move, bastard. Overcoming textbook fatigue. 21st century tools revitalize teaching and learning. Before getting your students started with wikis, take a look at the user-friendly wiki spaces and be sure to read teacher tips for wiki projects. The power of body language. how to succeed in every business and social encounter. Prospective employers associate bodybuilder bodies with men who prefer gym time to more intellectual pursuit. Although women might find them more attractive, intellectual pursuit. "240 writing topics. I look forward to the next Halloween where I will dress up as Alice in Wonderland." The top 50 question Keith asked whether he wants to strike a deal with you. Strike a deal with you. Are you willing to compromise? The best advice I ever got. Lessons from extraordinary lives. Look outside yourself. On commitment and contribution. The key to a happier world is the growth of compassion. We do not need to become religious, nor do we need to believe in an ideology. All that is necessary is for each of us to develop our own good human qualities. Gift from the sea. Solitude, says the moonshell, solitude. Obedience and friendly letter writing. Write 3 sentences to describe the holiday celebration. The artist Pipilotti writes 2,000 bags. I couldn't afford it, so I stole it. The best way to escape from a problem is to solve it. Bidding success. Use the classic rules of the art of war. to win the battle for customers and conquer the competition. To achieve the full value from Sun Tzu and the thought, you need a solid foundation. You need a solid foundation, personal characteristic for success. Know yourself, know yourself. Success rules. Be who you are. Be enlightened. Know who you are. Self-knowledge is the foundation of success. This directory introduces you to the Silla Cheju, a true resort lifestyle property with the broadest selection of activities to occupy your leisure time throughout your stay. My journey from the street to the stove. They actually liked it because there was no pressure, no competition, and they ate well. And they ate well. A foolproof steps to financial peace of mind, better that wage on people like 16 tons. Making your point, the government should spend more on missiles to protect our nation. Signals, the 27 trends defining the future of the global economy. Sustainable investing is firmly in the mainstream. With the younger, more socially conscious generation set to inherit a wealth of spending power in the near future. 15 secret. Successful people know about time management. The productivity habits of 7 billionaires, 13 Olympic athletes, 28 straight A students, and 239 entrepreneurs. This is probably the response I use most often. Wisdom at work stayed relevant in the second half of your career. For all his engineering experience, he still had that beginner's mindset. He still had the beginner's mindset I outlined in the last chapter. Due to his strong. Due to his strong interpersonal skill, Q acted as a trusted advisor to younger engineers, and in return felt refueled by the energy and the idealism of those who were nearly half his age. The The 100 Simple Secrets of Successful People. Lower management workers who felt like they were appreciated by their superiors were 52% less likely to look for a different job. The practicing mind, developing focus and discipline in your life. Our minds are going to practice certain behaviors whether or not we are aware of them, and whatever we practice is going to become habit. Women make the best salesmen. Isn't it time you started using their secret? By 1 o'clock, I needed to get out of my office for a while, so I invited a colleague who knew of my frustrating morning to lunch. Wall Street Journal Guide to Information Graphics. The do's and don'ts of presenting data, facts, and figures. Stock indexes are averages weighted by price or by market capitalization, or are the characteristic of the component stocks. Success is a choice. 10 steps to overachieving in business and life. For instance, that report you have due Monday morning on the boss's desk isn't your pressure. Smarter trust, creating prosperity, energy, and joy in a low-trust world. Declare building self-trust. Building self-trust. Declare your intent, and do what you say you are going to do are not only the fastest way to build the reputation and the trust with others, they are also the fastest way to build your reputation and trust with yourself. Compelling people, the hidden qualities that make us influential. Do you want to establish a correspondence that people can refer to in the future? Life strategies for teens. Being disinterested in school because only the nerds care about the learning. Commercial mortgages 101. Everything you need to know to create a winning loan request package. Keep in mind that this percentage ratio is just a general rule of thumb. The art of being. Lessons in unconventional thinking. I was not about to fight with the woman whose family's generosity made the whole possible in the first place. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. The central struggle of parenthood is to let our hopes for our children outweigh our fears. Winners take all. Winners take all. I take it for granted that the men who are now directing this foundation, for example, the men who are representing the Rockefeller Foundation, are men of wisdom, men of insight, of vision, and also animated by the very best motives. My standpoint is the whole sort of democracy. From this standpoint, it seems to me that this foundation, the very character, must be repugnant to the whole idea of a democratic society. Repugnant. How children succeed, great curiosity, and the hidden power of character. And then, amazingly, they did just that. Creativity. Rules are there to be challenged. Patterns are used for a number of tasks. Using patterns. Patterns are used for a number of tasks, such as medical diagnostics, image or character recognition, and creditworthiness. For example, the likelihood of a person to pay their bills. The scientific approach to getting healthier as you get older. How to. They are a barrier. They are a barrier to pathogens and should be left in place, not cut or pushed back. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Eating an apple every day helps a person to stay healthy. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You are not listening. What you are missing and why it matters. A half hour, 5 minutes. Body clutter. Love your body, love yourself. Trying to find comfort in food. See how easy it is to incorporate moving in your basic weekly plan. Delivering knock your socks off for the service. Putting your best email foot to the forward. Brilliant question for great interviewers. How to make sure you hire the right person for the job. You need to find out how your interviewee responded to their manager. What about the big stuff? Finding strengths and moving forward when the stakes are high. A person might, for example, spend time complaining and commiserating. with friends or co-workers. All in. How the best managers create a culture of belief and drive big results. One of the first questions we ask ourselves while dating is, can I trust this person with my heart? Can I trust? Many habits, smaller habits, bigger the result. Because many habits empower progress on abstract, on abstract and concrete goals. People who are generally stronger in one or the other can find success. Can find success. Stop white people like the definitive guide to the unique taste of millions. Anyone, all you need in order to seal the friendship is to nod and reform how right they are. Book of Obedience quotation. Politeness is the result of good sense and good nature. Poetry is a sort of lightning, ever unsheathed, which consumes the scabbard that would contain it. American Roots. Readings on U.S. cultural history. What made jazz different from other forms of music? We have a deal. How to negotiate with intelligence, flexibility, and the power. Sometimes it's those people who are well connected well connected or in a highly specialized roles who hold an abundance of power. A passion for success, practical, inspirational, and spiritual insight from Japan's leading entrepreneur. History is full. History is full of wonderful achievement brought about through the meeting of unselfish human minds. Wired and dangerous. How your customers have changed and what to do about it. What if someone higher in the organization than public relations, someone on mahogany law, had commented in their annual report to a corporate website? An ugly truth inside Facebook's battle for domination. That evening, an event called Armed Citizens to Protect Our Lives and Property posted. The Science of Mind, the Library of Spiritual Wisdom, the Christ. Who is man? He is the Christ. Who is the Christ? The Son, begotten of the only Father, not the only begotten Son of God. Christ means the universal idea of sonship, of which each is a member. Creativity, flow, and the psychology of discovery and invention. The greatest art, east or west. East or west. East or west. Was not produced when the artist set the agenda, but when patrons insisted on certain standards that benefited them. Barking up the wrong tree. Psychologist R says one of the reasons for anxiety and depression in the high attainers is that they are not having good relationships. Speak like a CEO. Secret for commanding attention and getting results. The strategies. Become a greater speaker by making a plan and working it. Don't stay in bed unless you can make money in bed. everyday millionaires, how ordinary people built the extraordinary wealth, and how you can too. But at the end of the day, it will happen. I know it won't happen overnight. It didn't for any of the millionaires we talked to. But at the end of the day, it will happen. Be disciplined. Be disciplined early on and stick to it. Such a simple formula, but it captures everything I've been talking about. Slow and the steady. Low and slow, low and slow. You will build your wealth if you do what these millionaires have done. Consistently invest in your 401k or other retirement accounts. Consistently increase your contribution and consistently leave it alone. Be disciplined early on and stick to it. Stick to it. Quarry. A quarry is a place where stone is cut out of the ground. The stone is used for the building. Just like those of the Pacific Ocean trade, the patterns of the monsoon winds were far from constant. From stress to success in just 31 days. Practical action steps. Let the ever-present and inspiring messages fill your mind as you ask for their higher guidance. Leave yourself open and receptive to whatever wisdom comes to you from this higher source. Unbroken. I'd kill myself. I'd kill myself. Turbo Strategy. Brian Tracy. 21 powerful ways to transform your business and boost your profit quickly. Play down the board. Then they make the provision in terms of cash reserve, alternate strategies, secured customers and the market, and new product or service offerings to make sure that the worst never occurs. The art of talking to anyone. Essential people skill for success in any situation. Are you settling in? Loneliness, human nature, and the need for social connection. For $10 more, he would take me halfway across the state, directly to my real objective, the northbound train, faster and in more comfort than the original plan. The psychology book, which create a bottleneck where information must be filtered. The easiest thing in the world is to be the you. Everything you need to be happy is the inside of you. How to get control of your time and your life. Discover how to set your priorities, manage your life, and achieve your goals. But when the time comes to follow through, the task looms up larger than life in all its unpleasantness, and you have to return to some other activity instead. Sometimes it pays to slow down. The triumphant, turbulent stories behind how video games are made. Is how fast can you iterate? How stable are they? How robust are they? How easy is it non-technical artist to move or sing? Iterate, iterate. The more vitality and energy you put into whatever you do, the greater results. Iterate. Five levels of leadership, proven steps to maximize your potential. The laws of leadership at the people development level. As you work to master the people development level of leadership, please keep in mind how the following laws of leadership come into play. The law of process. Leadership develops daily, not in a day. Mentoring is not a race. If you run fast and try to finish first, you will finish alone.